Hey guys, Sandy Butchers here for the Red Ink Writers podcast. Today I'm back with another 5 tips video, and this time it's all about the dreaded imposter syndrome. Now, the imposter syndrome is sometimes also referred to as the intelligent people curse, or the curse of the intelligent people. And I'll tell you why. Because imposter syndrome has a lot to do with becoming over aware of what you do and what you have achieved. It is the moment where, despite all of the successes you have, worked up to in the past, you start to believe that in the present and maybe in the future, you are not capable of these things. So we start to doubt ourselves, we start to believe that we are not good enough, and this is a sort of spiral that will just keep on going down, down, down until you have hit rock bottom, you are stuck, and you completely believe that your work will never be as good as it should be in order to be successful. Now the thing is that success is of course measured by ourselves, although present day society wants to make us believe that our success is measured by what other people say about our work. And this is how these two are very connected to each other, because we, as writers, for example, we are not swimming in millions of dollars yet. It means that we are not successful, because if you look at the successful authors, they are rich, they earn a lot of money, they get a lot of publicity, and anything else is defined as not successful. And this is weird because there are a lot of very successful writers who do not have millions, who do not buy their own castles, or who, go onto space trips, or, do whatever crazy stuff you can do when you have a lot of money. But success should be defined by you and only you. And when you suffer from imposter syndrome, that sort of, the way you look at yourself is askew, it's distorted. And so I thought today I would give you 5 tips to sort of deal with that in a way that will help you crawl out of this downward spiral and actually go back to the work where you've so passionately been working on. So the first tip I want to give you is break the silence. It is very okay to speak up about your feelings, about how you feel about yourself, about how you doubt yourself at this point in life or at this point in your career. Speak out. Talk about it with someone. Maybe you have a critique partner that you are close with, that you can, talk about these things with. Or maybe you even want to talk about this with another friend who is completely disconnected from your writing career. The thing is that as soon as you talk to someone about this or talk with someone about this, you'll find that the burden will be carried by more shoulders than just your own. So talking about it will help you sort of reduce the weight of the feeling. You make it public, you make it not just your problem, but you allow other people to help you carry that problem so that you can work on it. You will have more energy to sort of work with the problem for yourself, of course, because you deserve that, obviously. Now, the second tip is separate facts from feelings. And this can be very difficult at times, but it's really important to look at the facts. Take a step back. Look at what you have done so far, look at the things you have achieved, even though at this point it might not mean that much to you. But even if it helps for yourself, write them down. I have written 3 full manuscripts. Whether or not they are published, that doesn't matter. At that point, the achievement is the fact that you have finished 3 full-length manuscripts. Maybe it's even 1, maybe you have written a short story. But the point is, you pick out the actual achievements that are facts. So try to sort of separate yourself from the, I wish I would have written 3 manuscripts, instead of, okay, I have written 3 actual manuscripts. This is a fact. How does that make me unsuccessful? How many people do I know that have written manuscripts, that have even written stories at all? Grasp the achievement. Make it a fact, because it is a fact. And although your feelings might say to you that it's not true, obviously it's there. You can measure it. You can open the file and look at the script. You can look at the stories you've written. Look at the things that you have done. Grasp them. Make them tangible for yourself, because they are. And that way you'll see that the feeling does not have solid ground. The feeling will start to sort of water down because, you know, there are no fundaments. There's nothing to prove that, you know, your achievements weren't real, because they are. Here they are. They are right here. All right. So separate facts from feelings. The third tip I'm going to give you is going to sound a little bit weird, but I want you to remind yourself of the fact that imposter syndrome is called the intelligent people curse for a reason. It means that you are an intelligent human being who has just become a little bit over-aware of what they have done and what they wish to be doing. So I want you to look at this as a moment of praise to yourself rather than a feeling that's just going to pull you down. Look at the imposter syndrome, or look at self-doubt, as a way of you being very ambitious. You are a perfectionist. You want to do whatever you do in the most perfect way possible. And it is your drive to excel at what you do. So turn this very heavy negative into something positive by reminding yourself that this is a chance to become better. Tip number 4, it is okay to ask for help. If you suffer from imposter syndrome, one of the most important things to know is that you are not alone. There are always people around you that can help. If it's not someone in your direct proximity, it can be someone from the writing community online. The Twitter writing community is enormous, and there are thousands and thousands of writers and authors on there who are always ready to support you. For example, you can also look at the Write Hive. Write Hive is also, it's a bit smaller than Twitter, okay, but the people on there are so ambitious. They are so ready to help you. They are super friendly. They're open to whatever you know, situation you sketch for them. So reach out to someone, ask for help. That's definitely okay. Now, the fifth and final tip I have for you is try and visualize your success. So instead of focusing on the absolute disaster that you feel is, you know, inevitable and it's your impending doom, I want you to imagine yourself in a situation where you are as successful as you can possibly be. So in case of you know, a writer suffering from imposter syndrome, I am not going to focus on, okay, my book is going to hit the shelf, it's going to collect dust for the next 250,000 years, and it's never going to get, you know, anyone to read it. Instead, I want you to focus on the good part. I want you to imagine the success. It's going to get a literary agent. It's going to get published in a big publishing house. It's going to be a New York Times bestseller. It's going to, you know, be translated into all kinds of languages. There's going to be movies. There's going to be a TV show on it. Make it insane, and that's perfectly fine. But I want you to, for that moment, sort of bask in that glory, bask in the moment, bask in the success that you can imagine for yourself. Because you know what? You have earned that success. And whether or not it's going to happen exactly in the way you imagine it, that's fine. But I want you to experience the feeling of that success for a moment. Because once you do, once you feel that success, it will become your drive to sort of try your best to make that happen. All right. These were 5 tips to help you sort of find your way within an imposter syndrome and make you feel better while, you know, it's trying to take up so much of your career. So I really hope they are of help. And if you find that, you know, they do help you, please let me know below in the comments. And also, if you like these tips and if you want to have some more of these tips, please feel absolutely free to hit that subscribe button below, because, you know, following us on YouTube is absolutely free, of course. We are very happy to help you, and we are very happy to present you more tips and tricks to survive the, you know, writing trending topics and, you know, issues that we all struggle with from time to time. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be more than happy to see you on the next video. Bye, guys.